here at the Fort Wayne Farm Show, I found an Allen County dairy producer. We're talking with Nate Kuehnert, and he and his family own and operate Kuehnert Dairy and Kuehnert Milk House, which is just west of Fort Wayne here in Allen County. First of all, Nate, tell me about Kuehnert Milk House. In fact, I know the family farm has been in your family for generations now, but the Milk House, which is a retail store that you and your brother Andrew and your mom Cindy, the whole family opened up here. Has it been 2 years now that the retail shop has been open to the public?
Yeah, so thanks for having me, CJ. And yeah, it's been a dream of ours for about 15 years now. Our farm is just a stone's throw away from Fort Wayne, and we've had a very successful agritourism venture, Kuehnert Dairy Fall Festival. We've just finished up our 13th year on it, and for all those years, we've had people asking us, can we buy your milk? We see your operations, we see the cows, we can pet the cows. How can we drink milk right from you? So it's just truly been a blessing from the Lord that we've been able to start this new endeavor almost 2 years in now. It has not been without its challenges. That is for sure, just as far as learning how to operate the equipment, how to deal with more employees, and it's a constant battle. But the first 2 years we've had a lot of blessings. People really enjoy, the freshness of the product. You can just taste the difference, the way we handle and process our milk. Literally it comes out of the cow and that day it's going in a bottle, and it's something you can't duplicate. It's something that just makes us pretty unique. And being right here in Fort Wayne, we've got access to a lot of people that value high quality food products, and it's been really neat to be able to give back to the community.
Now, leading up to the opening of the Kuehnert Milk House, I understand that you and your family received a grant from USDA to help produce a special product that's available through Kuehnert Milk House. Is that right?
That is correct. Not only do we produce milk, but yeah, we do specialize in cheese curds also. And you've always heard of a squeaky cheese curd until you actually taste one. So many people here in Northwest Indiana haven't had the opportunity, or Northeast Indiana haven't had the opportunity to taste a squeaky cheese curd. And being able to provide that, to the consumer has been great. We're making cheese curds a couple times a week, and that grant helped us to purchase our cheese table. So we are making curds now. We have plans here, hopefully in the near future, to start making pressed cheddar cheeses too, and that should just be able to open up a whole new avenue for us.
Talking with Nate Kuehnert. He and his family own and operate Kuehnert Dairy just west of Fort Wayne in Allen County. And you mentioned the different milk products. When I go to your website, I find that, of course, you've got the standard, you've got the whole milk, the 2%. You also have chocolate and strawberry milk. But tell me about the whole host of flavored milk products that you and your family carry at the Milk House.
Yeah, I'm truly the cow guy. My brother, he's the dreamer. He's a creative one. He's the chef, never had any training. He's just got that God-given ability. So we wanted to make drinking milk fun again. So different flavors, like our orange creamsicle tastes like an old melted down push-up that everybody remembers from their childhood. We have cotton candy milk, and it's a neat blue color. The kids just gravitate towards it, and they want to drink more. Our whole goal with this was, when the family sits down at the dinner table at night, we want kids to ask for milk. We don't want them asking for a pop or juice. We want them asking for milk because, obviously all the health benefits, but just making drinking milk fun again. And I got a motto that, I say we're trying to make milk sexy again. And it's truly what we believe. It's our logo's a little edgy. It's a half of a cow face, and it's just kind of how we like to do things. And our marketing goes a long ways, but the product still got to speak for itself. So. We got orange creamsicle, we got cotton candy milk, we also do a root beer flavored milk that's seasonal, and another real super popular milk flavor is cookies and cream. So that one's probably my favorite. I know it's my son's favorite.
Yes, and I love that it comes in that old school glass bottle as well, because not only do you have that flavored milk, and you mentioned the cotton candy, which is in that blue color, and it sparkles when it's in that glass bottle, which, once again, when I see the glass bottle, it takes me back to my childhood. I'm sure a lot of folks have told you that too.
Absolutely, and it just tastes better coming out of glass. Glass doesn't put any of its flavorings into the milk, so it truly just tastes like milk. And also we got the green sustainability side of things. We bring all those glass bottles back, we rewash them, reuse them, and we actually use a 1960s bottle washer, came from upstate New York, been totally rebuilt, and it's a neat process to see those bottles go in there and they come out sparkly clean and ready to go. And it's a neat way to, help save the environment also.
We're chatting with Nate Kuehnert with Kuehnert Milkhouse and Kuehnert Dairy here in Allen County, here on Hoosier Ag Today, on location live at the Fort Wayne Farm Show. I want to pivot now just briefly and chat about legislation that just recently was signed into law in the Oval Office by President Trump. It's a law called the Whole Milk for Kids Act that was introduced by G.T. Thompson, a congressman from Pennsylvania, who also serves as chair of the House Agriculture Committee. And this bill received sweeping bipartisan support. In fact, Senator Amy Klobuchar from Minnesota, who is ranking member of the Senate Ag Committee, she's a Democrat. She's also championed this legislation. And so the fact that you have to have whole milk, I'll tell you what this bill does. It reintroduces whole milk into public schools so that way kids of all ages from kindergarten through their senior year in high school can enjoy whole milk with their school lunches in school cafeterias again. And this is a huge win, Nate, for the entire dairy industry across the United States.
Huge win for us. Ever since the Obama administration pulled fat out of the milk in schools, we've been screaming, saying these kids got to have these healthy fats in their diet. Not only do kids need these healthy fats for brain development, but the healthy fats in milk also help with our intake and children's intake of the water-soluble vitamins that are naturally occurring in the milk too. So huge win for the dairy farmers, but a bigger win for all the children here in schools. And not to mention, it just tastes better.
Absolutely.
It just tastes better.
Well, and you mentioned those vitamins and nutrients that are in whole milk, and that's what these young children need. It's crucial for their development to have that, and just grateful to see that legislation enacted, and once again a huge benefit also to dairy producers across the U.S., much like yourself and your family.
Absolutely, kids are gonna finish their milk for one at school, but then if it tastes good, they're gonna go home at night and they're gonna ask for milk too. So milk is such an important part of our diets, and there's so many health benefits to it. It really is God's most perfect food.
If folks are interested, Nate, in getting a hold of Kuehnert Milkhouse, let's say they want to visit your retail shop just west of Fort Wayne. They happen to be in the area. In fact, I know folks, my parents being, well, two of them, who live in the Shelbyville area who want to make the trip to Fort Wayne specifically to visit Kuehnert Milkhouse. How's the best way to get a hold of you and your family and make that trip to the retail shop?
Sure. So obviously our webpage, KuehnertDairy.com, has all the information that you need, but we are just a stone's throw outside of Fort Wayne, right off Highway 33. We're actually on Cook Road, but just a mile off of Highway 33, right on the northwest corner of Fort Wayne. We're really unique too because the Kuehnert Milkhouse, our processing facility and restaurant with our Udder Up Cafe sits right in the dead center of the farm. On summer evenings, you can actually sit outside on our patio and be able to watch the cows interact. So it's a really neat experience, and it's kind of a destination.
And Kuehnert, by the way, we want to make sure that you spell it correctly, because even if you Google it, it's kind of, as we can show the folks how to spell Kuehnert, it's Kuehnert.
N-E-R-T.
Oh, N-E-R-T. I apologize.
That's fine.
Let me try that one more time here. There we go. Kuehnert, Kuehnert Milkhouse, or if you want to type in Fort Wayne Milkhouse, I'm sure it'll pop up as well. And that website, once again, Nate?
KuehnertDairy.com. And we do actually offer a home delivery service here in the Fort Wayne area also, which has been growing like crazy, and just a nice, easy way for people to take advantage to get weekly milk deliveries. That's within about a 30-mile radius of Fort Wayne, where we're hitting right now, with hopefully that's expanding. Anybody that's watching, if you have a neat little retail location you'd like for us to explore, please feel to reach out to us on our website, and we'd be happy to contact that store. And we're in about 31 different retail locations right now from Indianapolis north, but always looking to expand that.
Once again, Nate Kuehnert, he and his family, the owners and operators of Kuehnert Dairy, Kuehnert Milkhouse, Fort Wayne, Indiana, KuehnertDairy.com. Thank you again, Nate, for joining us here on Hoosier Ag Today. I appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of the Fort Wayne Farm Show as it winds down here on this third and final day.